Work with Worksuite. You guys have a phenomenal system that can be really tailored to individual needs. The fact that we were able to build out our workflow for exactly the steps that we wanted, it is an entirely wonderful system to be able to manage at scale and not have to be tracking down the documents left and right and up and down.
What did the old way look like?
A
Like how are
lot
people
of
doing
different
it?
systems, a lot of different documents, a lot of different file folders. I mean, we had programs and platforms that were being utilized separately. In certain offices, we would use Google Sheets, and then in one, we would use Monday.com, having to do all of those things in addition to tracking down the Word documents of the deal memos, and then making sure that we're getting the PDFs saved in one spot, and then managing the insurance documents separately. It was a very manual and piecemeal process. So being able to move all of those together into one platform has been kind of a game changer.
And how do you approach that at scale?
Well, having an excellent onboarding partner like Worksuite really helps. The fact that we have got, and truly, all cheese aside, because we have the platform that we have with Worksuite, we are able to engage, onboard, sign deal memos, review insurance, all in one place. So the fact that we have built a custom workflow that works for our onboarding and management system and does all of that, collects their tax information, gets their banking details, as well as reviewing and tracking and storing our insurance documents, which is another important part of our business. All of that happens right in Worksuite. It is a one-stop shop, and it has made it so easy to manage this at scale because we only have to be doing all of this in one place.
What's something about engaging a global diverse workforce that you find really interesting? Because you mentioned before getting to work with so many different people in all different places. Are there any sort of
Yeah.
advice
And
around?
thank you for that, because one of Jack Morton's huge strategic priorities for the next couple of years is diversity, vendor diversity. And we want to make sure that our DEIB initiatives are being met across the board. That includes with internal employees, with our suppliers, with our clients, and then of course with our freelancers. So fortunately, our friends over at Worksuite have helped us come up with a way to track the diversity metrics of all of our freelancers, self-reported, of course, because these are the folks that own and know their own diversity classifications. So as we are ramping up our reporting and our numbers so that we can really wow our clients with the level of diversity that we're able to include in our pitches and then engagement at every level of the project. We're grateful to be able to collect that data through Worksuite's platform and to be able to report it back to every interested party to let them know the level of diversity that we're able to engage with in our freelancer population.
What advice would you give to growing companies out there for effectively scaling their workforce?
Work with Worksuite. You guys have a phenomenal system that can be really tailored to individual needs. The fact that we were able to build out our workflow for exactly the steps that we wanted and get rid of whatever steps we didn't, and then build in a couple new custom steps that you guys helped walk us through. It is an entirely wonderful system to be able to manage at scale and not have to be tracking down the documents left and right and up and down. So that really is something that has been able to help us organize our little black book and to be able to utilize it more effectively.
Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome to
Well,
use all of this. I'm a huge, huge fan. Yeah, I think you guys do phenomenal work.